Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So it's time for me to do my yearly favorites for 2015. And as I started thinking about the products I wanted to include in this video, I really wanted these to be products that I discovered in 2015 that I really feel like made my life either easier, my makeup world easier, or really sort of changed the game for me. So those are the products that I stuck with. I have quite a few. I'm going to go kind of quickly because all of them I'm pretty sure I've talked about before. So they'll be listed in other videos and that kind of thing. But let's jump right in and get started. The first things I'm going to talk about are a couple of skincare items. And the reason I'm talking about these is because I really feel like these items changed my skin in 2015, and that really did make makeup easier for me because my skin looks so much better. So let's jump in and get started. I've talked about both of these before. The first one is my derma roller. So in 2015 I introduced the use of a derma roller, which for those of you who don't know what this is, Google it. It's basically a little roller with a bunch of little needles on it that you roll over your skin, and it helps to increase production of collagen and elastin, and it allows your serums and that kind of thing to penetrate a little bit more deeply. It can, you know, depending on the length of your needles, it can help reduce any scarring that you have, that kind of thing. This device really has made a huge difference in my skin. So I purchased the Rodan & Fields one. There are many that you can purchase. I will say I purchased a couple of other ones from Amazon with longer needles, and I noticed that like these needles are very specifically, they're very straight, they're spaced very consistently, and it rolls very smoothly. And a couple of the other ones I bought, that is not the case. So just make sure if you're going to buy one, you know, that isn't from Rodan & Fields, that you buy one that is like a professional brand or something. Don't buy the cheapest one you can. Anyway. So derma rolling, and I use it with the Night Renewing Serum for Rodan & Fields. These two together, this is a serum that basically comes in a capsule. If you haven't seen my video, I have a video, I'll link it below instead of spending all this time. Love this product, won't be without it. I have repurchased these over and over to go with this, love it. And the second thing from a skincare perspective that I want to talk about, because I will not be without this, and I did discover this year, and I've talked about it before, but it is the Benigma moisturizer. I love this. It is a bee venom Manuka honey shea butter moisturizer. It is very thick. I have talked about that. You have to emulsify it in your hands, and then I press it on the skin. This is my daytime moisturizer under my makeup. I love it. It leaves the skin so smooth and plump that the makeup just goes on beautifully, and I don't have any issues with my makeup sliding off my face, that kind of thing. I love this. There's also a video on that. I'll try to link that below as well. Okay, let's jump into the makeup items next. So I discovered a new foundation this year. I've talked about it many times. It is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus. I love this. Since I started using this, I have tried many other foundations, and I have not purchased any of them because this just looks beautiful on my skin. I wear the color light. I will say the color selection is quite limited. If it doesn't work for you, this is not a product you're going to be able to use. I love this. It wears all day for me. I love that I can apply this with a damp beauty blender and it goes on quite sheerly, so you get just sort of a light medium coverage, or I can apply it with my hands and it goes on much more of a medium to full coverage. It's not totally full coverage, but you get really good coverage for a CC cream. It's very affordable. You can typically get it with a coupon at Ulta. I really love this product. I don't see myself, it's got SPF 50. You do still need a sunscreen because you're not really using enough of this I personally do not use enough of it for it to be an SPF 50. But I like that it has broad spectrum sunscreen in it anyway. Love this product. It comes in a tube with a pump. I love it. Okay, let's move on to some blushes that I fell in love with this year. These are blushes I discovered this year, and I'm going to talk more about the formula and less about the color, but I've talked about these again over and over again. These are the MAC casual color, lip and cheek color, so it's a cream cheek color. This is in the color Keep It Loose, but I have a few colors of it. It's more about the product itself than the color. I love these. They're a cream blush. A lot of people have asked how I apply them, so I thought I'd talk about that really quickly. I like to apply mine with a Makeup Forever 152 brush, but any round synthetic brush will do. I just dip it in the pan and press it on my skin. I love these because they give you a little bit of color on your cheeks, and they leave the cheeks dewy. And for me, at my age, I like dewy skin. It's very youthful. So I love these. I have this in, I think, 3 or 4 colors. It is total favorite for me. I'm wearing it today in the color Red Obsessed. Love it. My other favorite blushes, and this one I am going to go with the color, but my other favorite blushes are the MAC Mineralized blushes. This is in the color New Romance. This is a holy grail blush for me. I use this all the time. When I travel, I usually only take this with me because it's a beautiful blush. It goes with so many things. I like the mineralized blushes because they have a little bit of a glow to them. Again, it's all about, there's no glitter in here. It's just a little bit of a glow. And for me, it's all about, you know, a dewy, soft cheek at my age. I like to be dewy and soft looking, and these are lovely. They're very affordable. It's a definite fave for me. I won't be without this. This is my favorite color, New Romance. By far my favorite color, but they do make a lot of really nice colors. These wear very well also. Okay. While we're with cheeks, we'll just go with it. I'll just finish up my cheeks. The next product I'm going to show you is a relatively new product for me, but I know that this is totally going to be holy grail for me, so I'm going to talk about it. And it is a new highlighter from Chanel. This came out with, I think, the Chanel Holiday Collection, and it is the Joues Contraste Lumiere in Coups de Minuit. So this is just a soft, it's not a blush, it's definitely a highlighter. I do apply it with a blush brush just over my cheek like it was a blush. I do have a little bit of this on today as well. It's a beautiful, soft, wearable, everyday highlight. That's how I would describe it. It is very much easy to wear every day. There's no, let me just check. I don't believe there to be any glitter in this. Nope, no glitter. It's very soft. It goes on really nicely. Very easy to wear every day. I probably should have bought a backup. A lot of people commented that they bought a couple backups because they love this much. It's perfect for every day. I think if you are deep skinned, I'm not sure it's the best for you. I think if you're fair to light, this is beautiful, beautiful highlighter for you. Okay, let's talk about some eye products that became holy grail for me this year. So this year I discovered a lot of people discovered them, not just me, the Viseart eyeshadow palettes. Now, I will say that I do have one of the ones that is the satins. I think I have Sultry Muse, and I like it. It's nice. But I wouldn't say it was a favorite for 2015. The matte palettes definitely are. This is the Warm Neutrals. I think it's called the #1 palette. This is beautiful. I wear this palette constantly. I'm thinking about getting the dark, actually I'm not thinking about getting the dark mattes. I'm going to get the dark mattes as well. I want to pick it up, but I'm one of those people, when I want something I go get it. And so when it comes time for my birthday or gifts and stuff, I never have anything to tell people because I've bought everything I wanted. So I'm going to wait until it's my birthday or a holiday or something, and then I'll have something to put on my list. But in the meantime, I love this one. This is a Warm Neutrals. There's a Cool Neutral. Again, the dark matte, there's a bright matte. These are wonderful. They're matte shadows that blend so beautifully and wear so beautifully. This is what I have on today. And actually, a lot of times when I use this palette, I just take one color, put it on my lid, blend it out into the crease, put some eyeliner and mascara on, and go. And that's what I did today. So today I'm actually wearing one of the cooler tone colors. I'm wearing this gray shadow right here all over my lid. I built it up just a little bit. I blended it into the crease because these blend so nicely that they make their own, you know, that you could just use them to blend out. You don't necessarily need a transition color when you use most of these shadows. And then I have this dark one I have just smudged into my lash line. So this is all I'm wearing today, is these two colors. I love this palette. I can't say enough things, you know, good things about it. Yes, they're pricey. They run $80, so, you know, you might want to wait till there's a Sephora sale or whatever to get it, but there's a lot of product in here. There's 24 grams of product in here, so there's a lot of eyeshadow in here for $80. It's, you know, it's 12 shadows. Every one of them is usable and wearable for me. There's no like wild color in here that I'm not going to use. I kind of thought that, I shouldn't have closed it. I kind of thought that I might not wear these, but I wear them all the time. Like today, I just have this on and smudged out, and you know, I love them. It's a great palette. Highly recommend. Okay, this was also for me the year of the shadow stick. I think eyeshadow sticks are great tools to own. They are great for eye bases. They're great for just putting on the lid, blending them out, putting some liner on, and off you go. And most of them wear crazy, crazy good. So I'm going to talk about the nude sticks because these are really, really good shadow sticks. I love them because, first of all, it's the kind you have to sharpen. It's not a twist up, but it does, each one does come with its own sharpener. This is a sharpener. So makes it easy to keep them sharp. I like the fact that they're not, some shadow sticks like, you know, the Trish McAvoy and Laura Mercier, they come in a shape like this. You can't really sharpen them. And that's fine, but it is nice to be able to sharpen them. So if you want to, you know, be a little more precise with it, you can be. And that's one of the things I love about the nude sticks. I will also say about these nude sticks, they wear like crazy. Once they're on and blended, they're not going anywhere until you take them off. I have put these through the paces this year. Love them, love them. My favorite color is probably Twilight. It's just a taupey, not surprising at all. I love this just on my lid. These are great for traveling as well because you don't have to worry about them breaking. You can apply them with your finger and blend them out with your finger if you want to. I typically use just a synthetic brush. It's super easy, but you can do it just with your finger if you're in a hurry. I also like Angel. By the way, these are Nude Sticks Magnetic Eye Color. That's what these are called. The color Angel is it's like a sheer flesh tone, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's right here. This I love for when I want a no makeup look, or I love to use this as my under eyeshadow base because it'll give whatever shadow you're wearing just a hint of glow. And see, these, I can't get these off. I'm trying to wipe them off with a microfiber cloth and you can't get them off, and they've not even really had time to set. Love them. Love them. Okay, eyeliners. So this has been the year of the duel between I've been on the hunt for the perfect tight line liner for my upper lash line. And the battle has kind of been between the Hourglass 1.5 millimeter mechanical gel liner, which I have talked over and over about. It's the teeniest little liner, and the Makeup Forever, the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline eyeliner. This is different than the regular 24/7 liners. These have done quite a little battle back and forth with me this year. Here's what I will say. I love them both. They both wear really well in the tight line. Once you put them on and they dry down, all I have to do is clean up once on my lower lash line, and it doesn't continue to migrate throughout the day. What I will say is I use them a little bit differently. So if I want just a little bit of a tight line, I will use the Hourglass one. Because it's so tiny, you can be very, very precise with it. If I'm just sort of in a hurry and I'm going to smudge it a little on my lash line anyway, then I will use the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Liner. This waterline liner is probably easier for most people to use. So if you struggle a little bit, I would suggest the Urban Decay one over the Hourglass one. You have to be very careful when you're using this because it's very, very soft. This is soft, but it's not going to break when you're, kind of working it between your lashes. This one you have to be very gentle when you're working it between your lashes, or it will break, and then I've had the little piece get in my eye, and then I've had to get it out, and not that that's a big deal, but just something to think about. Love them both. I couldn't really pick one, so I'm going to talk about both of them because I think they're both really good, And at the end of the day, like at 10 o'clock at night when I go to take my makeup off, they're still there on my tight line. So they do stay put very, very well. Okay, mascara. So my probably favorite mascara discovery of the year, again, has been a MAC product. And this is the Upward Lash. Is that what it's called? Oh gosh. Upward Lash mascara in black. Is that what it's called? Upward Black. This, again, I've talked about before. It does take a little bit of a learning process, but it's a tiny little, which I thought I would never like. It's a tiny little rubber brush, but it gives really good volume to the lashes. Because the bristles are so tiny, you can get right down to the lash line and pull up, and you just get really nice thick base to your lashes. Typically, I need to take some other mascara and pull my lashes apart because this can get clumpy, but this makes me look like I have fantastic lashes, and I reach for this all the time. I won't be without this. Two quick things. I'm going to talk about my favorite lip items of the year. And I really had to think about this because I've purchased a lot of lipsticks. I'm sort of fickle about lip products that go to them and away from them and to them and away from them. And I really do enjoy all of the lip products that I buy, and I use almost all of them. So it's really hard for me to say this was an absolute favorite, but I have two formulas that I want to talk about. And the first one, I'm not sure I discovered this in 2015, but they became permanent in 2015. So I'm going to talk about them, and they are the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencils. I'm not so much talking about the color, although this is the color I have on today. This is Make Me Proud. I love this formula. It's a lightweight, glossy formula, but it does stay on the lips quite a while, considering it's sort of a glossy formula. I like that it's glossy. It hides all of the, wrinklage in my lips. So I like a glossy lipstick because of that. There's very few sort of matte lipsticks I can wear that don't make my lips look old sometimes. I also like this because it doesn't seem to migrate outside my lip line. Now, I don't wear this in a dark color, but I haven't had any issues with it sort of bleeding outside my lip line if you don't put 10 layers on. But really like these, the Patent Polish. They're now permanent. You can get them. And the other lipstick formula I'm going to talk about, I don't know that I really discovered this in 2015, but it definitely became sort of a favorite formula for me in 2015. And they are the NARS Audacious lipsticks. This formula is fantastic. This is one of the few matte-ish formulas that I can wear where my lips don't look terrible. My favorite color that I own is Anita, but they're all really nice. Let me swatch this for you. This is just a beautiful sort of rosy color. I love this. It's a semi-matte. It's not totally matte, but there is no shine to the lipstick when it's on your lips. But it wears, like, you can even kind of see it there. It wears like a cream on the lips. It's not like wearing a matte lipstick when you put it on. Your lips, first of all, there's no feeling that it's drying your lips, and your lips aren't getting drier and drier the longer you have it on. And it wears so long because it sort of leans to the matte side of formulas, but it's very, very wearable, I think, even on mature lips. So I love the NARS Audacious lipsticks. It comes in so many colors that are really, really great. The packaging is really nice. It's magnetic. That's kind of the thing these days. Love it. Love it. So those were all the items that I really sort of wanted to talk about as like faves for me for the year. There is one other one I'm going to give a mention to just because I know this is going to be a favorite. I totally know it because it already is, and it's not going away. I've talked about this a couple times. It's the Wayne Goss Holiday Brush. I love this brush. I love it. It's great for, doing a little bit of a contour there, or like I use it for bronzer, like all around my face and down my neck. It's perfect. It's a finishing brush, and then you can, just finish with it, just buff around your face. You could apply a little powder with it. It works great for just patting on highlight very gently on the skin. This is a gorgeous brush if you're looking for, just a little bit of an indulgence for yourself. It's absolutely stunning, and I had to include it because I have no doubt that I will use this brush probably every day for a very, very long time. So I did want to mention that. So that is it for my favorites of the year. I really tried to stick to things, I'm just looking to make sure I covered everything. I really tried to stick to things that sort of were game changing for me. And I feel like almost all of these products really were, they made my makeup life easier, or they did something amazing for my skin or how my skin looked, that kind of thing. And so that's how I sort of chose the products. So hopefully you found this helpful. Please share with us in the comments below what some of your favorites for 2015 were. I love hearing what, what people find that become total favorites. And a favorite for a year means, it really made an impact on you. So be sure to include that in the comments below. That is it for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all again soon.